I don't know how, but I fixed it. Thank God. We're back in business. So we're not done. We're not done today. I think it's better. Good. Fixed it. I'd reinstall it. I blew it away. I nuked it from orbit, and we're back. Hopefully, actually, the audio should sound better because something got done screwed. I don't know what happened. Yeah, I just reinstalled voice meter, and actually, when I reinstalled it, it registered itself. So I have no idea what actually happened. I'm not entirely sure what it did, but so for anybody that's not familiar with voice meter, you can use different audio compression stuff, and you can do all kinds of stuff. Well, somehow it changed itself to a different one, MME and WDM and a bunch of other stuff, and it changed itself to MME, and it broke when it did that, and it didn't like some dude. Audio is hell. Voice meter, it's a great program, and it allows you to do a lot, but man, is it the bane of my existence. It also doesn't give me quite enough control to do exactly what I want. Like, why am I limited to only 8 channels? To only 8 inputs and output? Why? 8 inputs and 5 outputs. Dude, let me put as many. I'm paying for your shit. Let me put in as many as I want. I don't know. And why the hell did it all of a sudden just unregister itself? And when I uninstalled it and then reinstalled it again, why did it all of a sudden register itself again? Dude, tomfoolery, black magic BS is what's going on. That's what happened. Okay? That's what happened. We're doing round 2 after we do the tac fuse, which I'm going to get everything going here in round 2. While I'm doing that, you guys are going to enjoy the supercut again. Here we go. Yeah, man, we're going to do the tac view. I'm just getting stuff set up. I was getting round 2 ready to go. We're going to go through the tac view here in just a minute while these guys are taxiing and I'm getting everything set up. So these guys are still going. I'm going to bring up the tac view uno momento. I'm going to assume that Tom made it back, even though we didn't get to see it because my Multar's audio decided it didn't want to continue anymore and wanted to peace out. I don't know why, but it did. Just one of those random things that happens, I guess. Who knows why? Goes to the machine. Something failed maybe in a registry edit or in the registry and just didn't want to play anymore. Went away. Anyway, let's do the tac view. See how these guys get on. And tac view. Let's move that over there so you guys can see. Okay. That's in the center. You guys can't see my face. Why can you not see my face? It doesn't matter. It's fine. We're just going to go through the tac view without you seeing my face. Okay, so these guys are going. This is Sineg's death. Sineg's really fast. He's Mach 1.4. I think he's trying to do what he did in round 1. 43,000 feet, just blitz on in there. But when you're this high, how far was this missile launched? Good Lord. Good gravy. 55 miles? What? 55 miles. That is crazy. Crazy. How is it maintaining its speed that well? Deca, what the fuck is that? What is this? And I'm not coming down on Phoenix Task Force. This missile accelerates to Mach 4.25. He's not at high speed. He's at like 3/4 of Mach 1. He's at Mach 0.8, almost 0.9. This thing accelerates to Mach almost 4.3, then decelerates slightly. It's at 65,000 feet, still climbing. Still climbing. And now it's coming down and not slowing down. This is at Mach 3.42, and it's staying there. What is this? No wonder Sinek dies to that. He wasn't expecting that. That's... Deca. No. No. This is better than how a Phoenix would perform. Or as close to a Mark 60 at that altitude. Somebody go make a stink with Deca about that. That's ridiculous. And it's turning, and it's not even bleeding that much energy. Sinek, I give you a pass on that one, brother. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Because, look, here's a 120C, okay? And this 120C was launched, let's compare here. 37 miles, okay? Accelerates Mach 4.25, okay? I get it. I get it. Totally get it. It's doing okay on the speed. So I understand the speed, okay? The speed I can get behind, I guess. Maybe I'm just... maybe I'm wrong. The 120C seems to be doing pretty similar things. Well, not really. Not really. See how much speed this thing loses as it's flying in a straight line? It's not even turning yet. Not even turning yet. And then look how much, when it starts to turn, look how much speed it's losing when it comes in here. And this was from 25 miles closer than the ST-10. So the missile is climbing at Mach 4 while climbing. The 120 that's launched is at Mach 4 and goes up 5,000 feet. If it's climbing, I can't see it accelerating like it does. And I understand the maintaining of speed when you're that much higher, but the fact that it gets as fast as it does and climbs that fast is just weird to me that it doesn't. And guys, I'm not an all-knowing guy here. I don't know. I'm just saying this is bizarre. But Rook, the 120 was not launched from a slower fighter. The 120 was launched from a guy that was 0.75 Mach faster than Ali was when the SD-10 was launched. And it was launched from 20 miles closer and 4,000 feet higher. Oh, this is a good one. The 120 right here. This is a good comparison. They're launched at almost the same time, right? Look how much faster the SD-10 is here. And these missiles are launched on the same target. And you can see when the missile's turning, this is what I'm talking about with the drag, the missile's turning. It's just, and I don't know which one's right, but this is just weird that the 120C is bleeding so much energy, and the SD-10, when it's turning, doesn't really bleed any energy. Yeah, this is weird. This is a good example if somebody wants to use this track and tac view to send this. This is just bizarre. The missile shouldn't be doing this. In my opinion. I don't know if I'm right or wrong. But anyway, let's move on. So, Sineg, you get a pass. I wouldn't have expected that missile being that fast either. That's ridiculous. Because, last thing I'll say, if this was an SD-10, right here, this 120C, Ali would be dead. No, it wasn't. The SD-10 was actually launched from a lower altitude supersonic. It's was launched from like 4,000 feet lower. I'm not saying it's unrealistic. What I'm saying is the missiles are not behaving similarly enough. Like the 120C, I'm betting, is probably a more high-tech missile. Be my guess. And I would assume that it's going to behave... Well, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just talking out of my ass, and I'm just going to say, I don't know. I'm just going to say that this is weird. Somebody that knows more, go talk to Deca. This is weird. So let's move on. Sine gets taken down. We carry on. It's now a 4v or a 6v5. Another SD-10. Eclipse Task Force. The 120C is not from the 90s. The 120C is early 2000s. The B is from the 90s. I mean, you could say the 120C was fielded 98, 99, or, you know, tested 98, 99, but yeah, they're pretty close. So this is the one that Wizik gets caught by this 120 high. Pop! It didn't hit him? That's kind of weird. I guess that's some desync right there. We're now down to a 5v5. Both these teams were pretty aggressive. There were a lot of missiles being exchanged here. Once the doors opened, they didn't stop, and everybody just started dying. This missile really wants to kill Ali. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. As it comes around there and then hits the ground, that thing just wanted to stay with him. I like that the 120Cs are now pulling a lot more G, unlike they used to. They're trying to stay with their targets. Sometimes you really had to wonder what the missiles were doing. And see, the TAC view, when I was looking, Newbie 2 just dies back. Oh, that was the bubble thing. He dies. That wasn't the missile that we thought hit him. Okay. So right after Newbie 2 dies, this is the 120 that we didn't see in the track. Hits Usman. Usman's, he just doesn't defend this at all. So if we go to his viewpoint here. Can we see it? Where is it? Is that it? Oh, it came down from up on high. So this missile could have very well just been up above him too high. No, he would have been getting a radar warning. He just doesn't defend it and flies straight into that. I would assume that would have done something a bit different. Or not done something a bit different. I would assume he'd get a radar warning from his RWR here, but maybe he didn't. Maybe this missile is high enough above him that it's above the detection angle for his RWR, and he doesn't get anything, so he doesn't know he's going to get hit until it's too late. Because it looks like he starts to defend right there. That's a possibility. So we're going to chalk that one up to we didn't know. Carrying up. Look at all those 120s. TAW does not want to hold on to anything. They're just fire all the things. And there they go. I mean, they're launching like 3 at a time in these passes. This is the one that Stryker got hit by. This missile has no business hitting Stryker. He just, I think he got too greedy. The missile was still in front of him when he's recommitting. You got to wait for that missile to get by you before you recommit. Especially if it's above you. Because when he recommits, he shortens the angle that the missile has to travel, and it just clotheslines him. Boom! Taken out. So I think that was just an assumption that, oh, the missile's low enough in energy, I can recommit right next to it, and he gets ka-chow! And taken out. Mahula says the SD-10, 75,000 feet of out. Malk numbers do some weird stuff above there. There's not a lot of modeling because not a lot of stuff has historically gone up that high in DCS. Now it does with lofting profiles, so it makes sense. I understand that things are not what they are. Down low, the SD-10 behaves, I think, as it should. I mean, you can see it coming out, decelerates rather rapidly here, and then it behaves like a 120 should, in my opinion, or any of these missiles do. But when they get up high, historically, the SD-10, this isn't the first time the SD-10's done weird things when it gets up high. But I don't know. I'm just calling that it looks kind of fishy. Somebody else with more knowledge, go tell Deca. Say your missile's doing funky stuff. Is it right? This is when Sheik gets hit by this 120, gets caught with his pants down, 27,000 feet. He's not fast enough to defend this. Doesn't trust the notch. And gets taken up the pie hole and taken out. We're now down to a 3v3. SD-10, ooh, that one did something weird. I guess it wasn't tracking when active, and then it pops up and tracks Savior. Interesting. LFRO gets in here deep. How close is this? 4 miles. 4 miles, you're going to have a bad time. And LFRO has a very bad time getting pancaked by a 120, hitting him at Mach 2. Bad time indeed. Good shot by LFRO, waiting to get in close and then still giving himself enough time to defend incoming threats from Toxin and Falcon. Well done. Ooh. What happened there? I guess he notched it like right here. Doesn't track him. Not tracking. Okay. We're going to assume that that's what happened. That he notched and trusted it. All right. Red Core 6 now coming in on the flank. Look at Red Core 6's altitude in comparison to his target. Where's his target? So we're with Red Core 6. No, we're not. We're not with Red Core 6. Now we're with Red Core 6. Okay, now we're with Red Core 6. Look at the altitude disparity here, ladies and gentlemen. Anybody getting caught low against a high bandit like this that isn't able to immediately turn in and shoot at him is going to have a bad time. A very, very bad time. And you can see that, who is that? Falcon doesn't turn in and commit. I don't even know that they know he's there because there's no AWACS here, so you've got to be able to, you got to scan. And if you don't, you're going to die. And he comes in from high. He's very, very fast. Mach 1.4. That is an ant. Look at that. Aim 9. Look at that thing. That's going to hit him at almost Mach 3. Okay, maybe Mach 2.5, but still. Maybe Mach 2. Maybe Mach 1.5. But you get my point. It was launched from very fast and higher than his opposition at a decently ranged target. He's not getting away from that, and he gets taken down. I think I would have liked to see an AMRAM instead, but, you know, you use what you got. And maybe Red Core 6, that was all he had left. Now Falcon and Red Corps emerging. I like this line of sight maneuver done by Red Corps. He ducks behind this hill when he gets the lock warning. 120 goes up. Oh, man. Doesn't quite make it over the hill. If that would have made it over the hill, that would have been it for Red Corps 6. So that wasn't a bad shot by Falcon. That was actually a really good shot by Falcon. And Red Corps 6 would have been in a lot more trouble had Savior not come in here, recognized the problem, put a long 120 on him. The 120, it's a rough one. That could have been spelled disaster launched into a merge like that. But another one of the issues that Falcon has is he's not conserving his speed or managing his speed very well. He's getting really, really slow. And when you get really slow like that, you can see how much better Red Corps 6 is doing. And he's coming around the turn circle on Falcon. But it doesn't matter because Savior comes in, launches an AIM-9. Red Corps 6 gets on his 6 and puts all kinds of M61 20 mil on the aircraft of Falcon. And that is the end of round 1. Oh. Yeah, Disable Gamer, if that thing had a bit more altitude, a bit more loft, it could have been bad. Could have been very, very bad. But we finally got through the attack view. I got my stuff fixed, so we're able to see round 2 going in here. We're not putting it off for a better day. I'm glad we were able to get it fixed. I'm sorry we had to go through that, ladies and gentlemen, but, you know, it is what it is. DCS and PCs, they are what they are. Bad things are going to happen, but we made it work. We're making it work, okay? So we're going to jump in, see how these guys are going to go, and see how round 2 is going to get started. Here again between TAW, the Art of Warfare, against PTF or Phoenix Task Force. Who do you guys think is going to win? Who do you think is going to come out on top? I have no idea. That last match was way closer than I thought it was going to be, mainly due to the fact that TAW completely obliterated their opponent in the last round. Just annihilated their opponent in their last flown round. So we're going to see how this goes. I thought TAW was going to take it in that last one from the beginning, but that was way closer than I thought it was going to be, so I don't know how this round 2 is going to go. But we're going to see. Here we go. Phoenix Task Force is just finishing up to taxi here at Mozdok. They did switch sides. Renaming my windows so you guys can see both windows here. OBS didn't know what to do with itself in that last one. There we go. And we're good. Ready to rock. So Wizik is the last one to taxiing his JF-17. We got 2 F-16s and the J-11 leading the way for Phoenix Task Force. And then Sheik and Ali and another 2 JF-17s taking trails. So it looks like the JF-17s are going to come up behind the 16s and the 11 and bring up the tail end of this formation. The Gorcho subscribed with Tier 1. Thank you very much, brother. Welcome to the family. Been back for 2 months. Thank you. And I missed out on Gordo dropping a couple gifted subs to Combs. He dropped a community sub to somebody. I don't know who it was to. And then one to Polar Mouse. And I missed Carbon dropping 100 bits and Monk dropping 100 bits. Thank you very much, guys. It all goes back to replenishing the bank for the 3090. Did I tell you guys how I got a 3090? We talked about it on Wheels Up. But did I enlighten you guys on how I actually was able to get one? On the last stream? Did we talk about that? I don't remember. How did I get one? Well, I did a little tomfoolery, bamboozlement, some sneaky deaky, cheeky beaky going on is what I did. I called Dell Tech Support. And I told Dell Tech Support that I had an Alienware computer, an old Alienware computer. And the lady was like, okay. And I told her I wanted an upgrade. I really wanted a 3080. I'm like, okay, we can make that happen. Let me check to see if there's any in stock. She said yes. I asked her 3090 first. And she said, no, we don't have any of those. And I said, 3080's fine. We'll do the 3080. And she said, okay. So she says, I'll make you an invoice. But before that, would you like to become a member of our Dell Advantage program? It'll give you free shipping. No strings attached. I'm like, okay, I'll delete your emails when they come in. I'll unsubscribe, whatever. So she signs me up for that. It takes about 5 minutes, whatever. Sign up for that. Then she says, I'm going to create your invoice. Yeah, Simmons, this is the second round. Then she says, I'm going to create your invoice. I'm like, finally, couldn't you have been doing this the whole time? You know, creating my invoice while this whole thing was going on? And so she starts to create the invoice, and then she gets back to me and says, I'm sorry, it looks like since last time I've checked, we're out of stock. I'm like, damn it! I almost had one! So, I'm disappointed at this point. And I think that's it. Well, then I see on Reddit somebody doing the same thing, and they said that they got one, and the post was 5 minutes old. And I had been in my post, this was like 15 minutes later, so I'm thinking, this is only 5 minutes old. They probably posted immediately after getting one. Then they probably still have him, and that agent gave me the runaround. She was lying. How could she? So anyway, after I figured that out, I was like, I'm going all in. And I open up 10 clients. I'm talking to 10 agents at once. Some of them are like, we don't have any more. Some of them are like, I need your part sticker or whatever that's on the Dell PCs or the Alienware computers. I'm like, I'm sorry, it's a secondhand PC. I didn't have one. It's a secondhand PC and the sticker rubbed off, so I can't do it. Like, well, we need that sticker to make it work. And then I get the darling of my dreams, Shell, or a Sheila, or I don't know. She was from India. I don't know what her name was, or how to pronounce her name. And I tell her that same story, and she's like, well, that's okay. I'll set you up. I'll check to see if we have any in stock. And she says, would a PNY 3090 Accelerate Elite work for you? And I'm thinking, yes, Shell. Yes, it would. And she's like, okay, great. Let me create an invoice for you. And I'm thinking, damn it, we're going to have the same problem. But she gets an invoice. She's like, what's your address? What's your phone number? All that stuff. I give it to her. And then I think the same thing's going to happen. But you know what I get? She says, what's your email so that I can send you a secure link for your credit card information? And I'm like, God bless you, Shell, my Indian princess. Thank you so much. And so I click the link, I enter all my information, and I get the damn order number, the confirmation number. Yes, it happened. I got one through Dell Tech Support. It was a little more expensive. It was like $200 over MSRP, but, you know, it worked. So then I get a message from one of my friends the next day, and he's like, hey, you can buy one from Office Depot. Office Depot? Office Depot? So I got one from Office Depot for MSRP. It hasn't shipped yet, but it's coming. Supposed to be here October 7th. October 7th. So hopefully it gets here. The Dell one I canceled because it was over MSRP, and it ended up being like $2,000 with tax or something. So I was like, no. Yeah, I canceled the Dell order because it was over MSRP and I didn't want to pay that much. But we made it, boys. We made it. We'll see if it actually ships. And if it actually helps the stream run more cameras. We're going to have to see. I don't know what's going to happen. But how far away are these guys from each other? We're getting close. No, we're not. TAW took their sweet time departing. They are 100 miles away from one another. Yeah, Tyrander, they come in stock every once in a while. You gotta watch them. Roundabout, if the RDNA 2 boards are better, I'll sell the 3090. We'll just see. See where they go. I don't know that they're going to be able to compete with the 3090. But, you know, these same things were being said last year with Navi when it came out with the Vega 7 or whatever it was. And then it turned out to be a big pile of doo-doo. So I'm not holding my breath on whether or not that RDNA 2 is going to be worth it. NVIDIA seems to be pretty confident. And the price per frame isn't all that bad on the 3080. It's pretty bad on the 3090, but I wanted the extra VRAM because of my niche deployments of what I use the cards for. And I'm actually probably going to still use my 2080 Ti for other stuff to run even more displays on different monitors and things. So we're just going to have to see how it all works out. Because if I can run them both at the same time, you know, we could get cameras all over the place. Just all over the place. So hopefully it'll work. Yeah, but roundabout, the Vega was supposed to be in the ballpark of that too. And it was not. It was not. AMD and rumors in GPUs don't usually mesh well together. Unfortunately. They just don't. I don't know why. I haven't had an AMD GPU since the 5780, I think it was, or the 5870. I think it was the 5780. Pretty sure that's, and then the 5790 with the dual PCBs. Those were awesome. Red Core 6 is now launching DOS 120s from 38 miles. He's very fast. 730 knots ground speed at 43,000 feet. Loud noises. Heads up. And it looks like we've got Sineg launching a 120 alongside him. And Falcon or Toxin have also launched a couple 120s. Let's get rid of my fat face so you guys can see more of what's going on. 120 now being launched by Stryker. SD10. What is this? Over 50 miles for this SD10, but we're going to ride along with it because these things are bonkers. Bonkers. Oh, no, Sineg. Oh, no. 120 coming in on Sineg. Sineg, you're still really high. Sineg, no. 500 knots. He's over Mach 1. Where's that 120? Where is it? Where is it? It's right there. It's closing. It's closing. 1,200 knots. It's coming. There it is. 1.5 miles. 1 mile. Still closing. Still closing. It's like the Jaws theme song's playing. It's closer. 0.8 miles. 0.7 miles. Is it going to catch him? I don't think so. I think he's going to get away from it. Oh. I don't know that he knew that was there. I mean, he knows it's there now because he recognizes that it's been defeated, so he's recommitting. He's over here now, so he was dragging that. Now he's got Ali coming in with the JF-17. Here is the ST-10, and the ST-10 on the right just doesn't... She doesn't look like she's supported anymore, so she's toast. Back to the map. Sineg is now ingressing. Leading the way. Not as fast as he usually is, but leading the way for the TAW side. Head on with Ali. And Ali is at 21,000 feet. Multiple SD-10s coming in here. Let's go to split screen so we can see what's going on. SD-10 now coming in against Sineg. And it is at... It's cooking. Sineg's in trouble. There's the SD-10. 2 miles. 1.5 miles. Is it going to catch him? I think Sineg's dead. I think he is totally dead. That thing is still over 1,000 knots. Not bleeding speed very fast. It's going to catch him. I think it's going to catch him. 0.3 miles. 0.2 miles. Oh, no, it's not going to catch him. He made it away. I thought it had him. I thought it was right there. Right there. So close. It's like they're the missiles that could and then give up. So close. It's like those people that get so close to accomplishing their goal. They run into one little thing and they're like, I give up. I can't do it anymore. And that's what happened. But now we've got Falcon coming with a 120. And that was launched from 25,000 feet. Sineg is recommitting into this 120. Here it comes, 1.5 miles, 1 mile. This thing has tons of juice, and he gets pounded in the face, finally. The little missile that finally could reaches out and touches Sineg in a bad way, and he finally gets taken down. So Sineg got really close to several missiles and just eventually ran out of luck. Now we've got Savior coming in against Ali. Ali puts an SD-10 out there. Ali is a 120, but I think it's going to get line of sighted. Yeah, I don't see it. I think he's okay. And Savior's got this SD-10 coming on him. 1,200 knots. Savior is getting low. Where is it? He line of sighted it. Well done. Well done. Fix something there. There we go. TAW's being seemingly much more aggressive in this round. Much more aggressive. And you can see how far they're pushing forward. They started all the way back here, and now they're almost to bullseye. I don't know why my mouse is freaking out. Does anybody know why that happens? One of my clients, the mouse in the F10 mat, it just doesn't, I don't know what it's doing. Look at it. It's like jitters, but on the other client, like if I flip over here, oh, you can't see the mouse on this one. Oh, maybe that's why. Oh, yeah, you can. See the mouse, it just doesn't work. Maybe that's why. I don't know. SD-10 coming in. Is it on LFRO? No, it's not. Oh, no. Now we've got Ali. Ali is in a world of trouble. He's in for a pain train. Missile coming in from somewhere. Oh, there it is. And there it goes. Oh, desync. That did not come in from somewhere, and there it goes. That came in from somewhere and plowed his nose, unfortunately, and Ali gets taken out as his aircraft plummets to its final resting place, and I need to pause. Pause. Okay, did we miss somebody? Okay, the same time that he died, Toxin died. Toxin was right here. Somewhere. He was right here. And Falcon, I think it was Falcon, put this 120 on a newbie. So I'm just pausing because I got to explain what happened. Toxin was right here. Newbie killed him. But now I think Falcon's going to avenge him. Let's jump to his point of view. Let's find the missile. There's the missile. Right there. I don't know about you guys. Newbie 2 looks like he's in for a bad time. Things going to go downhill for him real quick. Right? Yeah. Play! And here we go. 120C freight train commence, and he gets taken out immediately. Falcon is able to avenge his fallen comrade and take down Newbie 2. And it is now a 4v4. This has been a hugely even match in this. I thought it was going to be more lopsided. I don't know what I was thinking. 120 now coming in against Wizik, and Wizik gets taken down. He just got caught too high, was unable to defend, not able to get in that perfect 90 vertical notch, and he gets taken down. Man, just the casualties continue to mount. So as soon as I say it's a 4v4, and Falcon got taken down immediately. So it went from a 4v4 to now a 4v2. Oh, no. Man, let's take a look at the map so you guys can see what's going on. So here's the map. 4 TAW guys remaining, 2 Phoenix Task Force. TAW is sitting at Red Corps 20,000 feet, Savior 17,000 feet, LFRO 13,000 feet, Striker 14,000 feet. All decently high. Paxter 10,000 feet, Sheik 26,000 feet. So Sheik's in a decent position. Paxter's pretty low. I like TAW's positioning. They're going to probably continue to climb. We're going to have to see how this is going to go. but I don't anticipate it's going to go well for Phoenix Task Force given the numbers advantage that TAW has right now. Elifro looks like he's coming in onto Sheik, so let's keep an eye on that engagement right there. So we're going to go to split screen. Over here on the left, we're going to see what Paxter is doing. So Paxter's now ingressing. On the left side, there goes an ER. Who's that on? That ER is on... I don't know who. That was a long ER launch. But Paxter's got a 120 coming in on him from altitude. There it is. Paxter! No! Paxter! Trouble! Will he be able to get away? I don't think so. I think this is the end for Paxter. That missile's closing. Closing. Not closing. He's still going to live. That was anticlimactic. He gets away. Just fine. We can see it detonate right there in the ground. So Sheik is now 1v1 against Elifro. Elifro puts a 120 on him. Let's move to Sheik's viewpoint over here. So here's Sheik head on with Elifro. And now we've got Paxter with another 120 coming in. 0.7 miles. So Sheik, what are you doing? You gotta defend! No! Unfortunate. Unfortunate. And I don't know who Paxter is launching on. Paxter's now launching on Elifro. So Elifro is right in front of us. Paxter is sandwiched. Let's go to split view so you guys can see the map and the Paxter's viewpoint at the same time. So Paxter is now head on, launching everything he's got is now going on Elifro. Elifro puts a 120 out on Paxter and an AIM-9. There goes the AIM-9, but there not goes the 120 as it plows him and takes him out. Elifro, really well done, launching missiles on after being launched on himself and then defending the incoming threats. Man. What a round. These 2 rounds have been crazy. Just absolutely nuts. I'm running out of gas casting these. You guys like it better with music or not? Probably not with music, so you guys can listen to your own music. I just need to post the lists, the playlists, so you guys can listen to them on your own. That's what I should do. That's what I'm going to do. All right, let's go to the TAC view. Let's go to the TAC view and see how these guys are going to get on. So TAC view coming up now here in uno momento as I flip on over. There's our TAC view. And let's see how this plays out. Well, we know how it's going to play out, but let's break it down in a little more detail. Why does that one... What is up with that 120? Oh, it's probably on red core. Okay. I don't know that I like these double taps. They don't seem to accomplish much, these double taps. Like, why launch 2 there? You're actually launching 3 missiles on the same contact. I don't see the point. 2 of them actually don't track because they weren't supported long enough. And man, look at how these missiles just get so close to Sineg here. This is the one that finally gets him from Falcon. He just waits too long to defend. He's too high. Falcon's too close. Missile has too much energy. And he gets taken out. He's the first casualty again. He was the first casualty in round 1. He's the first casualty again in round 2. It's just problems. 501st, I'm not worried about the copyright stuff. You know, it is what it is. So, stream beats, I can do it, but it doesn't, the music's not as good. Now, SC-10 launched from Ali. That gets line of sighted by Savior. Well done there. Still a 6v6. This is the close engagement we saw between Newbie 2, Toxin, and Falcon. We missed Toxin getting taken out. This is it right here. So there's an altitude separation of about 6,000 feet. Toxin has not been able to recommit here. I would have liked to see Newbie 2 double sort here. He's co-altitude with Falcon, but instead he tunnel visions on Toxin and then just tries to defend. And if you don't perfectly notch that, you're going to die. And that's exactly what happens. So Newbie 2 launches, takes out Toxin, but is immediately taken out himself by Falcon. So we still are a man up on the Phoenix Task Force side. Or we were. We were, because Ali got taken out simultaneously here in the north by Savior. So it's equalized now at 4 apiece. This is just a situation of Ali being too high, too slow, let Savior get too close. He's 4 miles away. You can't let somebody get that close. You got to launch on him or they're just going to run you down. So even if Ali were to defend here, or, defend, and this missile didn't kill him, Savior just would have recommitted. And you can see he does. He recognizes Ali didn't launch on me. I can recommit. He's turned away. Savior has all of the cards in his favor. And even if that missile doesn't kill him, he's in a much better position for a follow-up. And Ali was going to die no matter what. So now we're down to a 4v4. Falcon then immediately avenges his fallen comrades. So now we're down to a 4v4, excuse me. And then as soon as we enter a 4v4, we go down to a 4v3 as TAW's LFRO takes out Wizik. Wizik just gets caught. Too high, too slow. And that is from 9 miles. You can't be that high when bandits are that close, especially when you're not launching on them. Bad things. Now it's a 4v2. And this is nigh unsurmountable here. This is going to be tough. We know the outcome of what happens, but this just solidifies what's going to happen. Paxter and Sheik don't commit together. Paxter, instead of engaging down here, should have turned to engage LFRO. Make a left-hand turn, turn this into a 2v1 instead of it being a 1v1 and a 1v3. But he doesn't. Goes 1v3 mono-y-many against Savior, Red Core 6, and Striker. And just allows LFRO to isolate Sheik, who, I like this long 120 launch, and Sheik just doesn't defend and gets plowed and taken out. And then Paxter recognizes that Sheik's engaged and dead too late. Now launches everything on LFRO as a last-ditch effort. And LFRO launches... I like this AIM-9 120 combination because he's going to get the radar lock warning, right? He's not going to expect the AIM-9. Granted, he line of sights the AIM-9, so it doesn't really matter. But I like that combination because usually you're not going to defend against the AIM-9. You're just going to defend against the 120 shot that you get the radar launch warning for. And then LFRO just immediately breaks off, and then our 73s don't track him. And that's it. That brings us to the end of the round. Oh, Sheik died up here. He died to the 120. He just doesn't defend this at all. At all. Flies straight into it. Straight into this missile. We could actually go to his point of view. There's the 120. 2 miles out, mile and a half. Doesn't do anything. Maybe his RWR's not on. Like, no movement whatsoever. And gets hammered. Not much is going to happen there. That's the end. That is the end of that. So now Red Core 6 and the rest of the TAW team are now RTB. And they got 4 aircraft remaining, so they're going to be fine, would be my guess, coming back here. How far away are they? They are going back to Sanaki. 21 miles. Trying to set up a different view. Man, the F11 camera puts you in the stratosphere whenever you click on an airfield. You are so far up there. Man, the F-15 has so much ammo. Just watching how long the F-15 takes to run out of gun ammo. That's crazy. Crazy. I think they're too far away to padlock on. Yeah, they are. But we can see them ingressing. So here's split view, so you can see them, their marks coming in from Sanaki. That's the fourth ship of Savior, Striker, Red Corps 6, and LFRO, RT being to Sanaki, after clearing out the action area of the Phoenix Task Force threat. This is round 2. There was a brief pause in everything that was going on because Moltar's PC decided it didn't like him at all. And it just wasn't going to work. So it is round 2. We didn't see TAW RTB last round because I killed the stream trying to fix the problem. I thought fixing the problem would be more precedent or a more pressing issue than watching guys RTB. Need to make... Granelli, that would be nice. I would like that. Yeah, because it's like we don't know what type of aircraft it is. That would be sweet. I would appreciate that. Anything else you can do to make the stream better, I'm all for it. There we go. Now we're padlocked on them. So Red Corps 6 is headed down from the stratosphere, breaks out. Looks like he's going to try and pull this straight in, pull a massive, heavy-duty AOA turn. He's actually going to go into the vertical here, trying to bleed airspeed. Look at that. I don't even know how many G's that was, but it was a lot. It was a lot. And I think he's going to be fine. Think he's going to be fine putting it down. No issues, 150 knots. Center line. Wheels down. No problem at all for the TAW side. They clinch it over Phoenix Task Force in 2 rounds. Savior immediately follows him in. 2 rounds. Into label. Yeah. Granelli, that'd be awesome. Labels that are easier to see against blue sky and stuff. You know, that'd be really cool. Anything you can do to make it better would be awesome. Totally open for it. I'm sure the chat and the stream would greatly appreciate it. We all would. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. We are at the end. Finally. We were tested. My PC said, Moltar, I'm going to test you. I'm going to intentionally screw something up. Can you fix it? We did. We did fix it. We got back. We lost some viewers, but you know, we made it work. Shout outs to Gordo B for the gifted sub to Disabled Gamer real quick. And Gorcho, I think maybe, did I already get him? Gorcho for the tier 1 sub. 2 months. Much appreciated. Welcome back to the family. But man, that was a rough one, but we made it work. Are they going to run into each other? No. No, they're not. I thought Savior was going to run into Red Corps 6. Not that it would matter, but I thought it was going to be funny. So, anyway, guys, that's going to be it. Thursday is 64th Aggressors against Golden Crown. So, we're staying with Diamond League. No Saturday SATAL stream. It's going to be Fight for Honor. So, there will be a stream. It just won't be SATAL. It'll be BFM action with Mover and Gonki and stuff like that. So make sure you tune into that. It'll probably be 1400 or 1500 Zulu, maybe 1600. I'm not entirely sure. It may be later, and we may be able to do tracks and make some cool stuff happen there. But that's going to be it for me today. I'm going to go check out what I missed on the A10C. We talked about the... let's talk about this again real quick before I send you guys out. We talked about it earlier. The mission that's coming, thanks to Bear. He put a lot of work into this. It's an attack-defend mission. One side attacks, one side defends. It's not a dynamic mission. It is meant to be fast. Not really fast, but 2 to 3 hours, 4 hours, something like that. And it's not necessarily meant to have its side win. It's just meant to provide an objective for people. So there's going to be multiple ground attack objectives. They're all going to be active, meaning they can shoot at you. And then one objective is going to be active at any time and be the target of choice that is going to be called out. And we've put up something on the DCS World Events Discord where viewers and the general populace can contribute their own target locations. They can create their own targets, send them to us in this example mission that was uploaded and updated, and then we will add them because we want to have like 20 or 30 target locations that can be randomly selected. So the experience for everybody that's flying the mission is always different every single time. When will the server be out? We're hoping tomorrow. So it's A10C drops, I think tomorrow, pretty sure. And then as soon as that patch comes out, server should go up with the A10C2. So it's going to be in there from the beginning. Hoping tomorrow. Pretty sure it's going to be tomorrow. Again, it's attack defend. I'm going to try and put up a YouTube video of explaining everything and what's going on. I can tell you right now, exploits and things of that nature will not be tolerated. If somebody sends me a track or something and I see people doing it and I've never seen them do it before, I'll give them a warning. But man, my band hammer, I'm not picturing an imaginary hammer, is out. I'm not afraid to use it. Okay? I want this to be the best experience that people can have. I'm not above removing people because I want a good experience here. And we're trying to create an experience that is DCS multiplayer in its purest form that can run well. It's going to have a low population count of 35 to 40. We may increase it later. But we're trying to allow DCS to run as well as it can. So radar guided SAMs are going to be, there's no base defenses because we're doing a script defense system, which I'll explain in the mission. There's weapon restrictions, which are done. So if you take off, and I think it's if you take off and go over 5 miles from your base, you'll blow up. So you can land. It's not time restricted, but there are weapon restrictions, which will be outlined in the mission. It's mainly around numbers instead of banning certain weapons, but it's mainly around numbers. Strikers are limited to 2 air-to-air weapons, so we don't have people taking off from the closer bases and using those as cap bases, stuff like that, just to try and make the server as good as it can be. Eventually, we'll put in a naval group. It's not in yet, but it is coming, so people just be aware that there's no carriers yet, but we are going to do it. It's gonna happen. We just haven't had time yet. And we also want to see what the community wants. So if you want to create your own target location, head over to the DCS World Events Discord. There is a multiplayer server channel group, and then in that is a channel that outlines what needs to happen for the you to create your own. And if you do create your own and we do add it to the mission, it'll be named after you. I've decided that'll be your reward for doing this. That target location will be like target flat spin or target Swiss or target Navy dock. That's what it would be called when it is the active target location in the server. So we want to recognize the people that contribute, which it's not much, but I think it's cool that people can create their own target locations. We can add them. It's awesome. I think it's awesome. So anyway, guys, that's going to be it for me. Make sure you watch for that server to drop tomorrow. It's going to be DCS World Events server. I think it's just what we're going to call it. Just to keep it simple. And we'll go from there. Populate it. Let's make this place a kick-ass place to be. I want a cool place to fly that runs well all the time. And where people actually care about the things that go on around them. Stay safe in those virtual skies, ladies and gentlemen. Until next time, Thursday, 1400 Zulu, 64th, taking on Golden Crown. Have a good one. I'll see you guys later.